The Snipewriter has the latest addition to the charger class. It's medium weight. This is the painting pattern for tap shots. It feels like it paints a bit less than like your average charger. Not sure if that's true. I mean, it's serviceable anyway. Just the wall paint, it's really bad actually. With the chargers, like you can actually not paint up a full fish stick with this. I cannot show this here. Yeah, you need like 2 shots ideally to paint up the wall. Or like paint just under the top and then force a surge on top of it for whoever will climb it. You really have to, you can climb it too. It's not a good matchup for obvious reasons, like all chargers pretty much. Actually not all, but yeah, most of them. Yeah, let's talk about damage. Tap shot is 60 damage. That is really nice, so you are actually one-shotting stinger pots with this. Yeah, everything else, one-shot small phrase. Double tap chum. Yeah, then full charge, it's 180 per shot. Get 5 shots. They are not piercing, unfortunately, as seen here. You need 3 of them to kill the Cohog, 3 to kill a 500 HP boss as well. However, Scrapper Shield will take 4 shots if you really have to hard stun it. Sometimes you just have to, just so you know, it is 600 HP a shot. What is good to know with this thing is pretty much to know exactly how many shots you need for what and combo them up nicely. Common patterns to do are like Steelhead, 2 shots, to a Cohog, which is 3 shots. It works out perfectly. You can also do is 2 Cohogs, 1, 2, 3, that is the first Cohog. The second Cohog, 1, 2, and finish it off with a tap. Or alternatively, same thing, Steelhead plus 500 HP boss. Of course I got the shot blocked here now by this dummy away. Okay, you get the idea. However, what I should mention here, since the dummy wasn't away, of course, stay out of trouble, like, try to stay away from lessers to the best of your ability. Like, make sure that they are attacking your teammates first and stuff, and that they are dealing with them. So if you're the teammate of a Snipewriter player, make sure to put extra high priority on lessers. If at all possible, so that your Snipewriter can actually play the video game, right? Makes sense, right? Okay, more on HP bosses. Bristler is exactly 5 shots here. They add up to exactly 900, which is their HP. Big shots, 7 shots. Stinger, 7 shots, whether you tap them or use full charge from range, either works. Just depends on what's more practical than the situation. 6 I've mentioned, if you have to deal with them, you can climb them and that will work, but try not to. At all possible. If I get any. Alright, lids are very important for this. Since you wanna be avoiding lessers anyway, chances are you will be far away from the lids. That means you're gonna get good angle to snipe them. Like the top of the lid is like the top of the Steelhead there. You can just hit it 3 times and just gonna fall down. Nice. That is especially helpful on stuff such as High Tide Maruna's Bay, for example. Like, really, where when lids are getting spots where they can be annoying, and this is of course not a weapon that can trigger it easily, and the only case where you actually wanna trigger it is when you can combo it with another boss right under it. You do need to exactly know what you're doing so that you're not gonna get knocked around by lessers while doing that. But just try to snipe it from range and you should be fine. Yeah, also do pay attention to other teammates that might try to get combo kills there. Really good if you are not ruining that, of course. Combo kills with lids are still even better than sniping them mid-air from afar. Right, there are the enemy matchups. I also, of course, watch the skies with this. This is also really good use for this, like watching skies as in Drizzler torpedoes. If you have to, you can shoot them down with a partial. you need half a charge to deal 100 damage exactly. You get somewhat of a range increase for that over the top. Yeah, that works there. You do not exactly have a full charge, or ideally you would have some leftover full charge and just one shot Tarp the other way around. Like say Tarp here, stealth attacks there, boom boom, 2 jumps. That will be that. Night waves, of course, this generally isn't too great for night waves. Pretty obvious what you're gonna do. It's pretty much like the other chargers on Rush, except that you do not have piercing at all. On Mothership, I'm not sure if the parachutes are really doing that much. Just go for full charges and hit like 2 Chinix and then 3 targets that are less as snatches. Or just to refill early so you get better ink management. Like either works, just watch your ink tanks, like don't let it get too low. That you can always get a new full charge without any like unwanted delays. Of course, try to stay out of trouble, and if you're a teammate of the Snipewriter, make sure that lasers aren't getting to them. And positioning, of course, Spiral on Sockeye, behind basket on most others. And on spawning grounds like right side of basket. Right, that is that, and I believe that is also all about the Snipewriter. Would be nice if this gets buffed at some point. But at least it's usable, just very extreme and unflexible. You're right, there's one thing I actually forgot. It's actually kinda nice for King Salmon, it's for the ones we have right now at least. Its DPS on like really big HP targets is actually decently good. So it doesn't exactly feel bad to do a full charge and just load that on the King. It did more damage than an egg throw, so basically better DPS than egg throws. And like if it's a single egg throw. Egg throws are only better DPS if you can get like many of them. Quick succession reasons. Of course you can multitask that with hitting key bosses as well. So this is actually a decent weapon for kings. Could have thought.